A few pictures, and most sections seemed to be filled. It wasn't a sellout, but there was supposedly over 19,000 people in attendance. Of course, it's easier to draw a decent crowd when tickets are selling for $3 hours before the game.
Yikes, it's cheaper than a gas station hot dog, and fans are wondering if it comes with a refund after such a shocking performance. Even the refs were double-checking their vision. The stands were as empty as broken promises. So what happened? Why is the internet going in on her like it's Thanksgiving dinner? Stick around, this story is wilder than a TMZ drama, and honestly funnier than her shooting percentage last night. Let's dive in.
WNBA, they're having troubles with tickets now because I think Caitlin Clark is out for what? How many weeks is she out? She's ruled out for the June 7th game. That's when she was supposed to meet up with Angel Reese again. And Chicago Sky, and there's a massive drop in ticket sales. This is after the take foul that she had on Reese and ended with a shove, and she got a flagrant foul, and they gave Reese and the other chick a foul. And I don't know, I guess she has a left quad strain, and she's going to miss
at least 4 games is what they're saying.
For games in, and people are talking $3 to see a professional basketball game? $3. That's not even enough for a sad sandwich from a vending machine. But apparently, it's enough to watch Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky play in a full-size NBA arena. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad deal. Technically, it's cheaper than a JV high school game. But if someone gave me $3 and said, you want Sky tickets or a gas station hot dog, I'd probably be halfway through that greasy mystery meat before they could say rebound percentage.
For Angel Reese and selling tickets and people watching her play is a lie. It's been proven time and time again, and it's been once again proven in a very embarrassing fashion for Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky, as Indiana travels to Chicago tonight at 8 o'clock start to take on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky, and they're playing without Caitlin Clark. Apparently now Stephanie White will not be at the game. I'm not even doing a video on that. I see a whole bunch of stuff being on that. I couldn't.
And here's the twist, there were 19,000 fans in the building. Nope, that's not a typo. Sounds like a slam dunk for the WNBA, right? A huge win for women's basketball. But here's the catch. They weren't there for the Sky. The crowd showed up for the other team, the Indiana Fever. Yeah, the one with Caitlin. Every camera is on me. Clark, who's basically carrying the league's entire marketing budget on her back like it's a designer fanny pack.
The tickets to get into this building have completely plummeted. It's hitting levels of Miami Marlins baseball games. And for those of you who don't know, I could get a ticket for a Miami Marlins baseball game to sit row 3 for $5. That's how bad it is for Miami Marlins.
So yeah, 19,000 people showed up, but let's be real, that wasn't a Chicago Sky fan base. That was a traveling Caitlin Clark cult on a Midwestern pilgrimage. And even then, Chicago had to slash ticket prices to levels we haven't seen since Blockbuster was a thing, just to fill the seats. It's like throwing a party at your own house, and everyone only shows up to hang out with your more popular neighbor, and you still have to pay them to come.
I'm really dead serious when I say this. I'm beating a lot of them, but I'm burying Angel Reese one-on-one. And I'm a big WNBA fan.
She's just big. She's not even good.
She's listed at 6'3". That means she's 6'1". I'm forcing her left, forcing her right. I don't know if she even knows what hand she is.
Shooting efficiency list. Unfortunately for Angel Reese, she's dead ass last. And I'm not kidding you. In this list of
Sky tickets are $3. That's not just embarrassing, that's historic. Like, someone put this in a museum so future generations know how rough it got. It's so bad, the team might as well throw in a free taco with every seat just to sweeten the deal. You could bring a family of 5 to the game for $15 and still have enough change left over for nachos and a full-blown existential crisis. But the real kicker? Angel Reese herself. We've all heard the hype, the swagger, the Bayou Barbie brand, $1 million nil deals, TikTok dances. But when does any of that start translating to actually wanting to play basketball? Because right now, that part's looking real fuzzy, and this isn't just shade, this is a full-blown solar eclipse. Angel Reese doesn't even look like she wants to be on the court half the time. She's jogging around like cardio is optional. Her body language says, "Is this over yet?" way louder than it says Mamba mentality. And every time someone dares to mention it, her fans jump in like she's a fragile Faberge egg instead of a pro athlete. At this point, you can't criticize her game without being attacked by a swarm of Instagram defenders using zodiac signs as legal arguments.
Is your star? This is who the media claims is elevating the WNBA. This is who the media has spent the last year wasting time trying to convince us that Angel Reese is responsible for elevating the dump. The same Angel Reese that could not sell out home games when she was at LSU. The same Angel Reese that struggled to sell tickets last year with the Chicago Bravado. The same Angel Reese that could not give away free tickets to her immaculate homecoming a couple of weeks ago at LSU.
Yes, there's a learning curve, we get it. But when your team's tickets are cheaper than the clearance rack at a thrift store, and people would rather eat microwave gas station beef than watch your squad play, maybe it's time for some self-reflection. Because for all the glitz, shoe deals, and highlight reels, basketball still requires at least a little effort. And right now, Angel Reese is giving off big "I'm just here so I won't get fined" energy. The wildest part? Every time she steps on the court, the internet turns into a full-on Civil War reenactment. One side's ready to crown her the future face of the league, and the other's writing funeral poems for her box score. It's chaos. It's content. It's reality TV and sneakers. Meanwhile, those $3 seats become vast fields of regret and spilled popcorn. Let's be brutally honest, if you're a young WNBA player and your home game tickets cost less than a Starbucks cake pop, you're deep in the danger zone. Like, call your PR team and fake an ankle tweak kind of danger zone. Because here's the truth. The league won't market you if the only way to fill an arena is by offering pocket change deals and praying fans show up to see the other team out of pure pity.
So Angel Reese came out and had a 12 rebound, 4.2 assist game in the absence of Caitlin Clark tonight. Angel, they're not coming for you. They're coming to watch the prodigal son or daughter, Caitlin Clark. So as the Indiana Fever beat the Chicago Sky by 29 points without Caitlin Clark, I asked the EBT community, do y'all have eyes? Like, these two players have nothing in.
But don't worry, Angel still has her diehards. You know, the ones who insist she brings more than just stats. Which is great. Let's slap that on a t-shirt. 0 points. 2 rebounds. Unlimited vibes. Iconic. Legendary. Inspiring. And completely useless when the scoreboard is flashing an L the size of Lake Michigan. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's out here stacking triple-doubles and casually turning every WNBA game into primetime television. ESPN might as well rebrand as the Caitlin Clark channel, and fans are loving it. Angel's contribution to the moment getting boxed out and retweeting shade from the bench. Now don't get it twisted, Angel Reese can play. She's got size, instincts, and the kind of presence media execs dream about. But last night her stat line looked like it was written in invisible ink. Blink and you missed it. She blended into the hardwood like a decorative floorboard, and the second you mention it, her defenders treat it like a federal crime. At some point, we've got to stop pretending branding is a substitute for production. Being the moment only lasts so long before people start asking, okay, but what are you doing in the moment? Because those $3 tickets, that's not hate. That's the free market quietly whispering, we're good. It's bad when people in the arena are filming TikToks instead of watching the game. You can hear full conversations echoing through the stands. Nobody's clapping unless Caitlin touches the ball. It's like going to a concert where only the opener shows up and the headliner forgot the mic. The WNBA has been begging for the spotlight for decades. And now that it's finally here, Angel Reese is walking around like someone told her this was a modeling gig instead of a basketball game. A hustle play. A fast break that doesn't look like a reluctant jog. A little heart. Is that too much to ask? Because right now, the only thing moving fast is fans sprinting for the exits by halftime.
Angel Reese has a monster motor, and she'll gobble up double-doubles just off effort. But what I really like to see is her putting in work on her jumper, because Barbie getting buckets is going to be a real problem.
Meanwhile, the league's out here trying to hype up this so-called rivalry between Reese and Clark like it's Ollie versus Frazier, but right now, it's feeling more like Frazier versus a folding chair. One's breaking records, the other's quietly updating her Instagram story from the bench. And let's not forget, this was her home crowd. If you can't win over your own city while the league's most popular player is standing right next to you, maybe it's time to consider motivational speaking or curling. So yeah, $3 to see Angel Reese live might technically be a bargain, but let's be real. Until she actually starts acting like she wants to hoop, a gas station hot dog is the better investment. At least the thing brings some heat and somehow still feels overpriced. Fans showed up expecting Bayou Barbie to put on a show. Instead, they got the basketball version of a loading screen for 3 full quarters. Angel Reese looked more like an NPC, wandering around waiting for someone to give her a side quest. When she finally scored her 4th point, the crowd didn't cheer, they looked confused. Like, wait, that was her first basket.